Hi, I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist outside Persiba Stadium, where manager Aussie Villain has called an emergency press conference. Now, rumours are swirling that he is set to announce his departure from Persiba with immediate effect. Okay, thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you for coming. Now, I understand there are rumours that I am set to announce my resignation with immediate effect from Persiba. Those rumours are false. That is not true. I will be staying to Persiba to the end of the season. Now, at that point, I will be leaving. I know this is going to be a disappointment to some people. Some people will probably be happy, but some people will find this as a disappointing thing. I have accepted the job at Shanghai Shenzhen in China, China's second division. I'm very excited to take this next step in my career, move on to what I hope is going to be a successful period in my career, and I hope that Persiba will continue on their trajectory that we put them on as possibly Indonesia's growing force. And I look forward to competing with them, hopefully in the future, in Asian competition with my new team. As I said, I am here till the end of the season, though, so I'm not leaving immediately. That is false. Rest assured, I am here. I am committed to the end of the season and determined to make sure we're bringing home 2 trophies in both defence of our league title, as well as returning the Indonesian Cup to its rightful home, I feel, here at Persiba Balikpapan. That's all, guys. I do have, as I said, I want to make sure that we're doing well in this cup. We have a cup game coming up shortly. I'm going to go prepare for that. Thank you. I'm not going to take any questions, and I'm sure I will speak to you again before my departure at the end of the year. Alright, guys, here it is. We have indeed decided to leave Persiba at the end of this season. That's important to remember, at the end of this season. So we do get to continue on. But as of Monday the 13th of December, we will be managing in China at Shanghai Shenzhen. Now, they're a second division team in China. The move to China, I think it's important, because realistically, I don't think we can win the Champions League, the Asian Champions League, with an Indonesian team. We can win it with a Chinese club. So we've got a pay rise of £50 a week, so break out the crystal champagne, boys, because we can afford that now. We do have a £50 a week pay raise. It's a 1-year contract to start with. That's okay, though, because I'm sure if we do well, they'll want to keep us. And we'll be fighting for promotion that first season. I'm very confident of that. But yeah, it is a little bit of a heavy heart that we do this, but it's really important now. I think we crack on. We go and win the league in Indonesia with Persiba. We go and win the cup, do a double before we leave. But yeah, so let's crack on with the episode. Let's take a first step towards winning the cup and the league. Okay, here we go. Now, this episode, we are going to be taking, hopefully, a big step towards the Indonesian Cup as we place the second leg against Banda Aceh. Now, we do have, as you can see, a 3-2 lead from the first leg. We're going away from home. We'll need probably away goals. And then we're going to play Persela in the league. They're 18th. You haven't missed anything since last episode, but just a bit of a refresher at the league table situation. We are top by 3 points. It's a very, very tight league. Looks like a bit of a 3-horse race potentially developing there. But yeah, still 14 games to go, so a long, long way to go in the league. But let's have a look at the team we're sending out for the cup game. And this is it. It's not full strength, but it's a strong team. We should be able to get the job done. Actually, let's switch those two around. So it's Setijaya in goal. It's Rendika, it's Ahmed, it's Rakamana, and it is, this name, Sajali. I'm going to have to get used to Chinese names. That's going to be even worse, isn't it? As a back four. Erlanga, Ishmael, and Septien in midfield. Tornando and Safali with the width. Boaz comes into play up top. Right, so we can see the way they're lining up, a little bit attacking. Now, they are a long ball team, which makes, I don't know if we should sit deep. Can we see where the favourites go out and show them why. We should be confident enough to win this. We really, really should. There's no reason that a lower division team should be able to beat us. I mean, I know we're away from home here, but we do hold a first leg lead. What worries me is that we haven't been playing well lately. We've either been attacking well or defending well. We haven't had a complete performance for a long time. I mean, look at the last game from last episode. 3-3, I think we'll be 3-0 up or 3-1 up. We've had a lot of dodgy performances. Now, this looks like a big ground, so this is obviously a decent club. I think we played Persiraja. Did we play them in the League One at some point, or did we play them in our promotion year? I can't remember, but I'm sure we've played them before. But yeah, let me know what you think of the new club. We're off to China. Ideally, I didn't want to have to take a second-tier job, but we weren't getting any offers from first-tier teams. Now, what I did want to look to do here actually is give the ball to the flanks. Yeah, there we go. Just wanted to make sure I had that set. Yeah, I didn't want to go to a second-tier team, but we weren't getting offered first-tier jobs, so we kind of had to do it. At the end of this season, when we leave, we've done 3.5 years at the club, and I think that's a good spell. It's a decent ball in, it's headed away, though. It's going to fall for Ishmael! There it is, it's his 5th goal of the season. I think it's his 2nd goal for us, though. It's he hasn't been at the club for that long to score 5. That would be quite the start if it was. But this is a cracking start. Cancels out one of the away goals, which is important. We get a 2-goal buffer. Decent ball in from Rendic. It's headed away, but Ismail on the spot. That's a very ready end kind of goal, isn't it? And he's playing in that that same position. Now, are we going to go and concede a goal straight away there? What's happened? He's gone down. It's a free kick. Sajali. Oh, it's not a red card, is it? Ref, there was... Oh, celebrations are finished. So we bring Adsit on. Who do we take off? I think we have to take off Boaz, don't we? We have to take off Boaz, and we have to play on the wings. We have to look to counter-attack now. I'm going to have to play around the tactics here, guys. I'll do that, and then we'll come back once I've done that. Okay, so what we're doing, as you can see, we're playing with wingers. We're going to try and attack the wings. We're going to slow everything down. We're going to play for set pieces. We don't really have any other options, to be honest. We have a 2-goal lead. It's just a matter of can we see that out now. Hopefully they won't score from this, and that'll give us a little bit of a get-out-of-jail free card. They haven't. Okay. You can see we're looking to play on the counter-attack now as well. Now, given that they're a long ball team, that could work. Let's wait and see here. We're going to have to defend well, obviously, but we're sitting deep. We're compact. Oh, Seta J, could he have done better there? Let's give them some encouragement. That has put us in a hole now. That has really put us in a hole. I can't believe that we're down to 10 men. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't the best defending. I'm wondering if that should have just been put out for a corner. Seta J, could he have done better? It was straight at him. It was straight at him. I don't care if you're frustrated by encouragement. I'm encouraging you guys. I love you and I want you to do well. Come on. Come on, what can we do? What can we do? Let's show some passion, maybe. It's all about if we can hit them on the counter-attack. Now, Tornado and Safali, they're not a sort of first choice, are they? Let's try and demand more here, perhaps. That seems to have worked. It is going to be about if we can win a set piece. We have our big centre-backs. Ari Ahmed is devastating from a corner or a set piece. We've seen that before. But look at this. We're getting absolutely dominated. And a lot of that is just the consequence, isn't it, of being down to 10. What do we say? What do we say? I know you're a man down. Let's get the result today. We want something like that. We want to try and fire him up a little bit here, don't we? Come on, lads, you're a man down. We can still get a result here. I like that. I'm not going to say anybody's playing badly because I just feel like that is not the message I want to send out right now, even though a lot of us aren't playing well. We'll just try and fill them with confidence that we can go out and get this job done. Yeah, I mean, we can't really counter-press because we don't want to get done ourselves. As it is right now, we're going through. That is important. That's important to remember. If they were to score, we would be in all sorts of trouble. Here's a throw. Let's just be sensible here, please, boys. Let's be sensible. That doesn't look sensible. That's not sensible. That's not sensible. Oh, that was lucky. We'll say Seta J had that covered, shall we? I mean, when your goalkeeper's one of your best players, you are in a little bit of trouble. Let's just keep going with the demand mores. Tornado. What has happened to Tornado this year? I don't understand. We're going to make a sub. We're going to take him off. I didn't want to play Kayo, but yeah, I mean, because we were leaving the club, we've had transfers taken out of our hands. We can't do anything with that. But I think, I mean, Tornado, he almost needs to be sold, I think, at this point, because he's completely fallen off a cliff. His form has just disappeared this season. Can we nick that? No, we can't. Decent ball into the box. Can we get a tackle in there? A sensible tackle. That's a cross. Oh no, this is looking dangerous. This is looking dangerous. That's a bad miss, isn't it? They should have done better with that chance. Let's give it a concentrate. Safali's looking more better, looking more concentrated. That's worked for him, but not really anybody else. Oh, it would be cruel to. We've been down to 10 men. When did Sajali get sent off? Very, very early on. All right, let's really go and shut this down now. Did I not? Oh, I did pause it. Okay, it pauses automatically, doesn't it? Okay, so we want to time waste now. We want to go a really low tempo. Everything else we had already pretty much done here. We probably. I don't want to go. I want to counter attack. I don't want to sit back and just be a sort of a sitting duck for them. Let's push up just a little bit. We don't want to sit too deep now. Although they're a long ball team, they probably would like us pushing out a little bit, but we're going to stick with it. All right, this should be it. I think, unless they score here, we should have done it. That's easy enough to clear. It's been hard attacks, but we have clung on to an aggregate win. We were down to 10 men since the 16th minute. So yeah, that was hard earned, wasn't it? Very, very hard earned. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Tornando. He was so good for us for so long, and he has just... I mean, he's essentially left the club, hasn't he? We've got his twin brother this season. He's not been anything like the player we know he can be. But we get a very long name. Oh, Persib. Now, they're good. We get Persib in the 4th round. That's going to be tough. Guys, wait right there. We will be back for our league fixture against Persela. Alright, welcome back. It's Persela in the league, and we are still top, but we could lose it if we lose this game. So we need to just keep chipping away getting these points. So away from home, you can see we are heavy favourites, though, and they are a very poor team in this year's division. Now let's have a look at the team we're sending out. We're going back to the strongest team. So it's Setagea in goal. It's Yagalo, Medina, Chavez, and Adsit as a back 4. Moses, Redian, and Lee Sun Min in midfield. Kayo and Ortiz with Wanma up top. He's back from international duty. We'll put him up there. We have Boaz on the bench, though, should we need him. I think almost the weirdest thing about this season, you can see here, Redian's our top goal scorer. We're more than halfway through the season now, so to have a midfielder as your top goal scorer, it's a little bit worrying. Redian's been fantastic, don't get me wrong. That's sort of not a go at him, but we just aren't getting consistent goals from our strikers, which is disappointing, isn't it? We're the favourites here. Let's give the fans a performance to cheer for. I think I like that. Some calm, we have faith. Let's send the boys out there full of confidence. And hopefully we'll get a good performance here. We haven't had a good performance for a little while now. Our form's okay. We've been doing okay, but yeah, definitely scrapping our way to results rather than playing as good as we know we can. Yeah, so we'll see how we go here. Now, because last time in the league, or last episode, we were 3-1 up. We were playing really, really well, and then we kind of choked after half time. That was playing essentially this team, this formation, this team. So if we can get sort of the strong start, and then not the second half collapse, then, we could put in a good performance here. But let's not forget we're playing sort of bottom of the table right now as well. So it's a sort of game we should be winning. There's the decent overlapping run from Adsit. Ball in for Wanma. Can't quite get there. It's going to be picked up by Moses. Back for Lee Sun Min. Lee Sun Min! Oh, I tell you what. He scored from there earlier this year, hasn't he? We know he can do that. That's just hopefully a warning shot for them. Just letting them know what we can do. Don't like that Wanma's looking nervous. I don't understand this guy. I don't understand him. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else happening in this game. Apprehensive and nervous. Come on, boys, show some passion. Yeah, see, the attacking players aren't quite there, are they? I'm wondering if we've kind of messed up the dressing room atmosphere a little bit with sort of Lee Sun Min, with Moses, with... Oh, I thought he was going to let that get away. With Wanma, with the new wingers. There's a chance for Wanma. Oh, let's head that away. If there's still just sort of other players in the dressing room, they haven't really got any influence yet. And so maybe that's having an effect here. That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise we're a stronger team than we were last year. Oh, what has happened there? Moses has given away a penalty. Unbelievable. We're tripping over towards the end of our time at the club here, aren't we? This is really disappointing. Come on, Setagea. Just before half time, it would be a great time to make a save. He's missed it. It's a rebound. We are clearing it. He's too busy sulking that he's missed the penalty to get the tap in. Let's demand more. Let's demand more here. This is not good enough. We've got a corner to defend here, though. Can we get this away? Oh, we cannot, but it's missed the post. We're not doing too badly. If you look at the match stats, we're not doing too badly here. We're just not creating anything. We're not getting highlights. And I mean, they've missed a penalty. They should arguably be in front. So that's disappointing. Not a good half of football, though. Now, what do we tell them? I can't really see what to say here. Players in good spirits, attentive and keen to take instruction on board. What do we say? Keep playing the way you have been, the result will come. Let's go with that. They're looking happy. So let's just get back out there. Happy team's a good team. We'll go with that. We do have options on the bench, of course. I'm wondering if we do need to look for Boaz, perhaps. The problem with Boaz is he just completely lacks pace now, so we'd have to change it to work it into the box. But perhaps that's what we need to do. Let's try doing that anyway. Maybe we just need to be a little bit more patient with our chances here. Here's a corner. Can we get one of our big centre-backs on the end of something? Got back post. It's headed away into the danger zone. Chavez! Hey! Wasn't how I was expecting one of our centre-backs to score. I was expecting a header. But I'll tell you what, we'll take it. Was a left-right, would have been a right-footed finish. We'll take that. 5th goal of the year for Chavez. I think that makes him one of our top goal scorers, ahead of all of our strikers, perhaps. I don't think we've been helped either with Wayan getting constantly called away for international duty. He's been playing for the Indonesian under-23s, the senior team. There's a World Cup qualifying has started now. There's Olympic Games qualifying. There's a lot of football seems to be going on that he keeps getting called away for. Apparently they don't like being told to get creative. Otherwise we're doing okay here. Oh, I did want to quickly mention, there will be an episode tomorrow, of course. I am going to go missing after that, though, for over Christmas. Ready and backward header, that was cheeky. Yeah, my family's coming to visit from Australia, so I can't really be playing Football Manager while they're here. So Friday will be the last episode for a little while. I'll be back early in the new year, early January, to continue this. Lee Sun-min! Oh, just past the post. Yeah, and of course we'll finish off our time at Persiba, hopefully with some trophies, and then we'll move on to China. So apologies. Please do come back and join me in the new year. I hope everybody does have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will be back, as I said, early January to continue our world tour. This is just getting into this danger zone here where we tend to concede goals unnecessarily. What do we do here? We'll start and just be more disciplined. We'll play for set pieces, because that wastes a little bit of time. We'll waste time sometimes. We'll regroup. We'll slow down the pace. We might push up a little bit, but be more compact here as well. Just try and start to make it more difficult for them. Redian's looking tired. We might bring Ishmael on purely for his set pieces. He's a really good set piece taker. So we'll get him on the field for that. If we're playing for set pieces, we might pick something up. Let's get this to defensive. Let's get our fullbacks. Fullbacks playing as fullbacks rather than wingbacks. We'll put them on defensive. That's that. Anything else we want to do while we're here? We might bring Boaz on. When Mars he's had another poor game, hasn't he? Just because he can hold up play. Hopefully, old mind, intelligent brain, and get the job done. This should be it. Again, it hasn't been convincing. It's been a scrappy goal from a set piece, but it is 3 more points towards our league bid, which is our title defense. Perhaps is a better way to describe it. Yeah, I mean it's not perfect, but we're scrapping away, aren't we? We're scrapping our way to the title, and that's all we can do at this point. Hopefully the performances will come as the season develops, but there we go. That was bottom of the league, let's not forget. And they missed a penalty. But overall, I think we just about deserved that. We had more shots. Don't get complacent for the next game. And on we will look to go. Wow, 6-4. That's a game and a half, isn't it? So there we go. We are now 6 points. The Persib's got a game in hand, but right now 6 points clear. They have to go and win that game, don't they? As Terry Venables would say, they have to go there and they have to win. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. First of all, make sure you're subscribing and following me on this trip as we head over to China. We will be back, as I said, tomorrow. Final episode of the year for the World Tour. We'll come back end of the month, so it'll be Persija and Persib. Hopefully we'll be in a good position to look to continue again on our Indonesian Cup run. And Persija, we know they are a decent team. They're sitting in 7th, so that's not going to be the easiest of games for us either. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.